Hello, I'm Sarah, and today I am presenting with Yuiko, Takumi, and Miki. We're going to present about the Princess Diaries, a movie about discovering identity and responsibility. So first about the story, the quester is a girl who called Mia, and basically, she is going to go to the Genovia and to get the Genovian throne. So for the stated reason is to learn how to be a princess and prepare to become a princess of Genovia. But Mia's journey is not easy. She has to learn royal manners, and also she has to deal with classmates who laughed at her and struggle with her new identity. And she also faced a big decisions that whether to accept her role as a princess or stay as an ordinary teenager. Through these challenges, Mia discovers who she really is, and the real reason behind her journey is not responsible, not just to become a princess, but to learn to take responsibility while staying true to herself. So about the geography and culture about this story. So this movie has the movie contrasts two worlds. First, San Francisco, where Mia lives an ordinary American life, and on the other hand, there's a Genovia, which represent traditional European royal culture. This difference highlights how Mia must balance both worlds, modern freedom and royal duty. So, in the end of the story, Mia accepts herself and chooses to become a princess of Genovia. And her story teaches us that growing up means finding our identity and learning to take responsibility for our choices. I'm going to talk about stereotyped characters in the movie. In this movie, many characters are stereotyped. Firstly, Mia Someplace, the main character, is a typical geek. She wears glasses and no makeup, and her hair is very curly. She is depicted as introverted and clumsy, not popular person. Even she expresses herself as an invisible man. Secondly, Lana Thomas is a typical queen bee. She is the most popular student at school, and many girl students admire her. However, she is too confident. Uh, However, she is too confident and sometimes mean to Mia. Lana Fu is very beautiful and popular, but is a little mean and very confident. Is is a very typical queen bee. Thirdly, Josh Bryant. He is a typical jock. He is popular, especially among girls at school, and he is good at sports. However, he prioritizes looks and popularity, not someone's personality. When Mia turned beautiful and everyone noticed that Mia is a princess, Josh approached her and forced a kiss on her, though he had a girlfriend. Next, I'm going to talk about lookism in the movie. In this movie, most people are lookist. Few people around Mia saw her through her personality. However, when Mia started practicing to become a princess and her looks turned beautiful dramatically, everyone who had been ignoring her changed their attitude to her. Um, This scene shows that most of students look only has self-face, and this scene teaches us a hidden curriculum that we should judge people not by their looks, but not by their looks or popularity, but by their inside.
Next, I'll talk about the political and cultural background shown in the Princess Diaries. One important political idea in this movie is individualism. In America, in American society, people are encouraged to express themselves, be confident, and show leadership. These values are also reflected in American high school. Students who are outgoing, confident, and active in school activities are often seen as more successful or more popular. Mia is respected in the end of not simply because she becomes a princess, but becomes she gains confidence and speaks honestly about her own feelings. That movie suggests that true leadership comes from being responsibility and expressing yourself. Um, Another political background is democracy. American high school schools are often described as small version of society. Students experience elections, popularity, leaderships, and public opinion through school life. Events such as student council elections, school dance, and other activities help students learn how influence and in leadership work in a democratic society. The movie reflects the idea by showing how student opinion and social relationships affect each person's position in school. The movie also reflects several aspects of American culture. One example is importance of popularity. Many American movies focus on becoming popular, making friends and dating, and finding your place at school. Being accepted by others is often shown as an important part of high school experience. Another cultural influence is the media. In the early 2020s, 20,000 fashion magazines, televisions, and Hollywood movies strongly influenced teenagers' idea about beauty and success. In The Princess Diaries, mere makeover changes the way other people see her. This reflects the cultural belief at that time that appearance could influence social status.
Okay, so summary time. So to wrap everything up, let's look at where Mia's journey finally leads her, using the five quests framework. At first, the stated reason for Mia's quest was just to become a princess. But as we know, the real reason for any quest is always self-knowledge, discovering who you really are. In the beginning, Mia is just an ordinary girl who is terrified of being seen. She literally throws up when she has to speak in public. Her only goal in life is to stay invisible so she doesn't get hurt. But this desire to stay invisible is challenged by the strict geography of her high school. In this social space, status dictates where you belong. Before the secret is out, Mia is pushed to the margins, literally sitting on the outside steps. But the moment the media reveals she is a princess, the geography around her completely flips. Suddenly, her locker is crowded with people. Josh, the popular guy who never looked at her, suddenly wants to sit next to her and takes her to a beach party. This sudden shift in the school space is what forces Mia to see the difference between absolute good and absolute evil. She realizes that absolute evil is the superficiality of the popular kids who only want to be near her for her new status. On the other hand, absolute good is found in Liddy and Michael, who loved her even when she was just an invisible girl on the steps. The true turning point of her quest happens in the brain, where Mia tries to run away from it all. She opens the letter from her late father. In the letter, he tells her that courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. This is the exact moment she achieves self-knowledge. She realizes that running away and staying invisible won't fix anything. This leads to the final destination of her quest, finding her voice. At the final ball, standing in the rain, she stands up in front of everyone and gives a speech. She accepts the role of princess, not because she wants elite status, but because she realizes she can use her power and her voice to help other invisible people and change the world. Ultimately, Mia's quest shows us that discovering who you are means fighting the changes to speak up, no matter where you stand in society. Thank you so much for listening.